Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met face-to-face with former President Donald Trump this morning at Trump Tower right here in New York. That meeting comes as U.S. support for Ukraine's war against Russia hangs in the balance ahead of November's election.
So we have a very good relationship, and I also have a very good relationship, as you know, with President Putin. And I think if we win, I think we're going to get it resolved very quickly. I really think we're going to get it resolved.
I hope we have more good relations.
We're going to have. Oh, I see. Yeah, but you know, it takes two to tango. You know, and we will. We're going to have a good meeting today, and I think the fact that we're even together today is a very good sign.
But on the trail, Mr. Trump has been increasingly critical of Zelensky and continues to attack U.S. policy supporting Ukraine.
Every time Zelensky comes to the United States, he walks away with $100 billion. I think he's the greatest salesman on earth. But we're stuck in that war unless I'm president.
And he's been praising Vladimir Putin. Joining me now is Ukraine's Prosecutor General Andriy Kostyin. Very good to see you again. I want to talk about the policies here, not the politics at all. How concerned, though, are you about the rhetoric from Donald Trump supporting Putin, saying that he could finish the war in a day once he gets into office, the skepticism about U.S. military support, the attacks, the personal attacks against President Zelensky?
For me, it's important that every day Russia is attacking Ukrainian civilians. Just today, Russia attacked the civilian residential area of the city of Kryvyi Rih, with 3 civilians killed and 6 injured. Just yesterday, last night, Odessa region was attacked by combat drones, with 3 civilians killed and 14 others wounded, including 3 children. And it's critically important to put an end for these atrocities and for commission of these crimes. My visit to New York and to D.C. is also related to how to deprive Russia from modern technologies and from resources to be used in production of weapons and ammunition. Just yesterday we have had a side event at the UN together with Assistant Attorney General Matt Olsen, Assistant Secretary for Commerce Matt Axelrod, and European Union Commissioner for Justice Didier Reynders, to combine our efforts and to stop illicit flow of technologies and parts which Russia used to produce missiles and drones who are killing Ukrainian people every day. I think this is the main task of all of us, because we all know that that justice is an important prerequisite to receive just and long-lasting peace. That's why all civilized world should be united in order to make Russia accountable for all crimes committed against Ukraine and against Ukrainians.
And for you to be able to prosecute those war crimes requires some kind of resolution to the war. But Russia's army now says it has captured Donetsk. You're talking about the attacks today. The Czech president, who is a former NATO general, says Ukraine needs to accept that some territory could remain under Russian control when this is over, that Ukraine needs to be, quote, realistic. And he's not the only one, of course, making that argument. So is it hard to sustain support even among your neighbors as this war continues?
You know, on my track, on accountability track, we have full support, and our web of accountability, which is which consists of national investigations, using of international justice mechanisms like ICC, using of support of our partners and friends, including U.S., who already charged 3 Russian alleged perpetrators for commission of war crimes, and Lithuania following with 6 other charges. The creation of special tribunal for the crime of aggression. We have a good dynamic in the discussion within the coordination group of states, including 40 states, who are creating tribunal for the crime of aggression first time after the Nuremberg and Tokyo tribunals. And of course, reparations to Ukrainians who suffer from this war. This mechanism is also already in place and working in The Hague. So for me, it's critically important that our accountability track is very active, and it shows a good example for all other tracks of support, because those who are discussing how Ukraine should compromise its situation, they should put themselves on our place, because it's maybe easy sometimes to advise to the others, to Ukrainian people. But they need first to ask Ukrainian victims and survivors of this war what they think about such compromises. We, as prosecutors, we are working for victims and survivors, and we're protecting their rights, because without establishing justice, we cannot reach last and long-lasting peace, and this peace will be not stable without ensuring justice. That's why it's critically important to go ahead on our accountability track.
And that was certainly true after the war in Kosovo, and Milosevic and the others, Karadzic, all learned that with war crimes trials. It doesn't matter how long it takes, it happens. So a warning to all of these who conduct war crimes. Andrei Kostyun, thank you.